Los Alamos is a census-designated place in and the county seat of Los Alamos County, New Mexico, United States, built on the Pajarito Plateau's 4 mesas and the adjoining White Rock Canyon. The CDP population was 12,019 at the 2010 census. Los Alamos is home to the Los Alamos National Laboratory, established in 1943 for the Manhattan Project.Previously, the site was occupied by the Los Alamos Ranch School. Los Alamos is the 5th fastest-growing city in New Mexico, after Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, Las Cruces, and Ruidoso. Los Alamos has the highest millionaire concentration of any U.S. city, with 12.4% of households having at least $1 million in assets. History. Los Alamos is built on the Pajarito Plateau between White Rock Canyon and the Valles Caldera. The first settlers on the plateau are thought to be Carib-speaking Indians around the 10th century. Around 1300, Tewa settlers immigrated from the Four Corners region and built large cities, but were driven out within 50 years by Navajo and Apache raids and by drought. Both the Carib and Tewa towns can be seen today in the ruins of Bantalia National Monument and Sankawi. The land of the plateau was then divided up for homesteading. Most residents of the plateau built simple log cabins that they only lived in during warm weather to feed livestock, with the homesteaders moving down to the warmer Rio Grande Valley. Homesteader Harold H. Brooke sold part of his land and buildings to Detroit businessman Ashley Pontu in 1917, which began the Los Alamos Ranch School, named after the aspen trees that blossomed in the spring. In 1942, during World War II, the Department of War began looking for a remote location for the Manhattan Project. The school was closed when the government used its power of eminent domain to take over the Ranch School and all the remaining homestead that same year. The Ranch School was paid $225 per acre. The homesteaders were paid between $7 and $15 per acre. All information about the town was highly classified until the bombing of Hiroshima. All incoming truckloads were labeled as common items to conceal the true nature of the contents, and any outbound correspondence by those working and living in Los Alamos was censored by military officials. At the time, it was referred to as the Hill by many in Santa Fe and as Side Y by military personnel. The mailing address for all of Los Alamos was P.O. Box 1663, Santa Fe, New Mexico. After the Manhattan Project was completed, White Rock was abandoned until 1963, when people began to re-inhabit and rebuild new homes and buildings. Los Alamos National Laboratory was established as a research government facility under the Department of Energy. In 2000, a 48,000-acre wildfire, Cerro Grande fire, tore through the town site after the Park Service lit a prescribed fire in a high-wind situation. The town was evacuated for 8 days while firefighters from all over the country battled the blaze. Over 400 homes were lost. The Federal Emergency Management Agency built temporary housing on North Mesa near the middle school for those who were displaced by the fire. It was nicknamed FEMAville. After the fires, there was widespread flooding because of the removal of the ground cover by the fire. On Monday, June 27, 2011, the Las Conchas fire broke out in the mountains southwest of the town, prompting a mandatory evacuation from the town and temporary closure of LANL until Sunday. Although Las Conchas was larger than that of the Cerro Grande fire, no buildings or structures in Los Alamos County were damaged. On November 10, 2015, the National Park Service and the U.S. Department of Energy announced the establishment of Manhattan Project National Historical Park in Los Alamos, along with units in Hanford, Washington and Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Geography and climate. Los Alamos is located at 35.891111 degrees north, 106.29778 degrees west, 35.89111 minus 106.29778, approximately 35 miles to the northwest of Santa Fe. Elevation is 7,320 feet. According to the United States Census Bureau, the CDP has a total area of 10.9 square miles, all of it land. The town of Los Alamos is divided up across four mesas: Barranca Mesa, North Mesa, Los Alamos Mesa, and South Mesa, along with the connecting communities at the base of the mountain. The lab also occupies half of South Mesa, 2 Mile Mesa, Frijoles Mesa, Mesita de Buey, and several nearby areas in the region. White Rock lies at the top of White Rock Canyon. There are 3 access roads between White Rock and Los Alamos: Main Hill Road, Jemez Road, and Pajarito Road. Since 9/11, Pajarito Road has been restricted to LANL badge holders for security reasons. Los Alamos has a humid continental climate with cold though not severe winters and summers with very warm days, cool nights, and frequent monsoonal thunderstorms. Its high-altitude, moderate summer heat and makes precipitation relatively high but makes for a short frost-free season, with the last frost usually in May. Snowfall is quite heavy, but very little of it lies on the ground for long, with the median cover in January being 4 inches and the highest monthly mean 14 inches in February 1993, whilst temperatures below 0 degrees Fahrenheit are very rare, occurring on an average of 2 nights annually. Demographics. As of the census of 2000, there were 11,909 people, 5,110 households, and 3,372 families residing in the CDP. The population density was 1,096.2 inhabitants per square mile. There were 5,463 housing units at an average density of 502.8 per square mile. The racial makeup of the CDP was 89.13% white, 0.44% African American, 0.56% Native American, 4.47% Asian, 0.04% Pacific Islander, 3.01% from other races, and 2.35% from 2 or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 12.21% of the population. There were 5,110 households, out of which 31.4% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 56.4% were married couples living together. 6.5% had a female householder with no husband present, and 34.0% were non-families. 29.8% of all households were made up of individuals, and 7.6% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.31 and the average family size was 2.89. In the CDP, the population was spread out with 24.8% under the age of 18, 4.8% from 18 to 24, 29.2% from 25 to 44, 28.2% from 45 to 64, and 12.9% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 40 years. For every 100 females there were 101.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 100.1 males. The median income for a household in the CDP was $71,536, and the median income for a family was $86,876. Males had a median income of $65,638 versus $39,352 for females. The per capita income for the CDP was $34,240. About 2.4% of families and 3.6% of the population were below the poverty line, including 2.6% of those under age 18 and 5.3% of those aged 65 or over. VLBANO, the radio telescope located in Los Alamos, is one of 10 dishes composing the Very Long Baseline Array. City and regional partnership. Los Alamos maintains sister city-state with the following international location: wildfires, 1954 Water Canyon Fire, 1977 La Mesa Fire, 1996 Dome Fire, 1998 OSO Complex Fire, 2000 Cerro Grande Fire, 2011 Las Conchas Fire.